This deep into the match, Bianca
not with a bad rib.
No way. No way.
Trying to lift pipe.
Bianca Belair sends three-word message ahead of WWE SmackDown. This weekend is a huge one for several WWE superstars, including Bianca Belair. The EST has SmackDown and the Royal Rumble to look forward to. So, ahead of tonight's episode of the Blue Brand, she shared a message on social media more than SmackDown. The message from Belair has to do with the Royal Rumble. The women's tag team champion is sure to participate in the 30-woman match and will aim to be the last superstar in the ring. Despite it being a lofty goal, Belair seems prepared for it. She hyped her appearance at the upcoming PLE, taking to her FK Twitter account. She tweeted a picture of herself in front of a Royal Rumble poster in Indianapolis and captioned it with a three-word message, "Ready to Rumble." The EST is one of 10 women who have announced their participation in the Rumble match. She announced her intent on last week's episode of SmackDown, alongside her fellow tag team partner, Naomi. The eponymous match is sure to be exciting, and many eyes will be on it. It will be interesting to see how Belair does on the night. Bianca Belair seems to have forgotten about Jade Cargill and her attacker. Her Royal Rumble aspirations aside, Bianca Belair has the Women's Tag Team Championship to worry about. As mentioned earlier, she currently serves as champion alongside Naomi, but that was not always the case. Prior to Survivor Series War Games, her partner was Jade Cargill. Unfortunately, in the weeks before the War Games match, Cargill was brutally attacked and left injured, forcing her to be sidelined for a substantial period. Bianca Belair seemed intent on finding out who was responsible for the attack of the Storm for a while. But now, she seems to have forgotten about her former partner entirely. She has embraced her new ally in Naomi and is now completely focused on keeping a hold of her title. Her previous drive and determination to uncover the culprit in the Cargill incident have seemingly disappeared. Cargill might have something to say about how things have unfolded in her absence. And most importantly, she will likely expose who her attacker is. This could be something to keep an eye on, especially further down the line. Bianca Belair to enter men's Royal Rumble match to eliminate WWE superstar's boyfriend? Chances explore Bianca Belair is one half of the current WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, alongside Naomi, in the absence of her original tag team partner, Jade Cargill. However, the EST of WWE suffered a major setback on Raw on Netflix this week when Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez handed the champions a significant loss in a non-title match. That a big part of this defeat was due to Dominic Mysterio, who aided the Judgment Day members in securing the victory. Since then, speculation has arisen if Bianca Belair might enter the men's Royal Rumble match to eliminate Liv Morgan's on-screen boyfriend, Dominic Mysterio, as payback. Dirty Dom and Morgan have had an on-screen romantic relationship since Liv joined the villainous faction. Since the former NXT North American champion cost Bianca the match, she may seek revenge by eliminating him from the men's Royal Rumble. This could happen if Belair unofficially enters the over-the-top rope battle royal and eventually eliminates Dominic. By doing this, the EST of WWE would get her vengeance for the loss on Raw on Netflix this week. Furthermore, this angle would help Triple H book a potential Women's Tag Team Championship feud between Liv and Raquel versus Bianca and Naomi. Additionally, it could serve as a surprise twist in the traditional Rumble match, making it a more memorable moment for the premium live event. Previously, multiple female superstars have entered the men's Royal Rumble match, with Nia Jax being one of the most noteworthy names to compete in the opposite gender's battle royal. Ultimately, it remains to be seen how things will unfold at Royal Rumble 2025 and what will transpire in the 30-man Rumble match. A massive Bianca Belair match is already in discussion for WWE WrestleMania 41. Bianca Belair is presently occupied in the tag team division. However, in a surprising development, the EST of WWE is reportedly in the conversation for a prominent singles match at WrestleMania 41. According to sources, discussions are underway for a potential showdown between Belair and Rhea Ripley at the Showcase of the Immortals. As of now, Mommy holds the Women's World Championship on WWE RAW. A match between Rhea and Bianca is something fans have glimpsed before. Their clash happened not only on the main roster, but also during their time in NXT. So, if Triple H is indeed planning this bout, Fans will once again get to see this iconic rivalry at the show of shows that, on the other hand, many fans believe that Rhea Ripley could have a more compelling opponent than Belair for WrestleMania. WWE Royal Rumble 2025. Ranking the Women's Rumble's 5 most likely winners sits a credit to WWE's booking that both of this weekend's Royal Rumble matches are incredibly difficult to call. Having already covered the likeliest winner of the men's match, the Women's Royal Rumble is even more difficult to call than their male counterparts. Former champions Becky Lynch, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss's names have all been rumored this week, and Jordynne Grace has signed with WWE this week. Who knows who else will show up, as NXT has one of the hottest women's divisions the brand has ever seen, and TNA's deal with WWE is fully in effect instead. This list is ranking the women confirmed for this weekend's Royal Rumble match. Bianca Belair has fought in the women's tag team division for the past year, and will have fierce competition from many, including the division's powerhouse, Nia Jax. Liv Morgan is coming off the best year of her career and showing no signs of slowing down, and Io Sky and Bayley are on a collision course for a Damage Control reunion. All competitors are hoping to challenge for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. This time last year, Io Sky was waiting to learn who would challenge for her WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania. She could have been forgiven for spending the night celebrating, but that notion quickly faded as Bayley broke up with Damage Control after winning last year's Rumble. The moment she revealed she spoke Japanese was world-class, and Io went on to lose her title to Bayley at WrestleMania. In the time since that exchange, Io has changed her ways and become one of WWE's most popular superstars on Monday Night Raw. Bayley transferring to the brand on Netflix meant that their reunion was always inevitable. It was steely and swift, but the pair's exchange and Io's "See You Saturday" on Raw was electric. Io's feud with Bayley may cost her winning, but she will be one of the stars of this match. It didn't grab all of the headlines, but Nia Jax in 2024 had one of the most significant years of anyone on WWE's roster. Having suffered a deluge of online abuse in her first stint with the company, Nia is a wrestler reborn, deservedly being crowned 2024's Queen of the Ring and spending the past few months as WWE Champion. Tiffany Stratton's cash-in was inevitable, but Jax had one of the best WWE Championship reigns of 2024, having annihilated any lingering doubt about her ability as a performer. Jax will be the alpha female in this Royal Rumble. Last year was about proving her status. This year is about Jax raising her worth, and that will start with cracking heads all the way through this match. She will be eliminated in the later stages, but we almost feel sorry for whoever does in a crowded field. Liv Morgan will be bringing the numbers game to her aid in this year's Royal Rumble. Morgan returned at last year's Rumble and reinvented herself as the women's division's Black Widow. She took Rhea Ripley's title and her man in Dominic Mysterio and has her own private bodyguard in Raquel Rodriguez. Both of these goons will be entrusted with making sure Morgan punches her ticket to Las Vegas, and this year's WrestleMania, Becky Lynch hasn't been seen since Morgan beat her for the WWE Women's Championship, kickstarting Liv's successful revenge tour. Liv is about to acquire an almighty flame-haired problem that is about to ruin her weekend. Becky Lynch's return is going to be Liv Morgan's problem, as the last kicker will prove too much for Liv and cost her in this year's Royal Rumble. Considering she largely took a year away from singles competition, Bianca Belair enters the Royal Rumble as one half of the women's tag team champions. The EST and Naomi will both be in the Royal Rumble, and Bianca could very well win the Rumble. Belair is reportedly marked as Rhea Ripley's opponent at WrestleMania this year, but some complications could prove costly to Bianca in the Rumble. In one of SmackDown's biggest storylines, Jade Cargill was assaulted backstage and nobody saw it happen. She was taken off screen, and even in the world of rumors and backstage gossip, no timeline was ever put on her return. A Cargill return could be bad news for